So there was a fair amount of confusion on this metaphor, largely because there were some math mistakes. That was totally my fault. I had double checked my work and I just made the mistake twice in a row. What you are currently looking at is all correct. So let me start there. I am now going to explain the metaphor piece by piece, and hopefully it makes a little bit more sense. I'll be putting my notes in purple so you can look at it later. All right, so the first thing that I'm doing is I'm saying, hey, if I have 45 grams of dry milk, how many grams of hot chocolate is that going to make me? I am using a recipe from before, which tells me that 1/6 of a cup is equal to 4 cups of hot chocolate. Now, here's the issue. It did say 0.667, except that's wrong. 0.667 is not 1/6. That was my mistake. It's supposed to be 0.167. Ooh. That point sort of got lost. There we go. So we'll come back to that. But before I can do anything with my recipe, I have to know how many cups of dry milk I made. Okay, so let's start there. If I have 45 grams of dry milk, which is the given thing, this is what you start with, I'm going to multiply it by the mass of 1 cup. This is what your molar mass is. Mass of 1 cup. So what I'm saying here is that 1 cup is 177 grams. What I have is 45 grams. So that's not a full cup. If 1 cup is 177 grams, 45 grams is less than 1 cup. So how much of a cup is it? It's 1/4 of a cup. How did I get that? By dividing. What I said here was I said, hey, 45 grams total. And what I said is 1 box is 177 grams. How many boxes are there? Well, you divide to do that. And that tells you that you have 1/4 of a box. All right, now down here, converting from cups of ingredients to cups of product. This is definitely the strange part. So let's focus on my recipe. My recipe says that 1/6 a cup of dry milk makes 4 cups of hot chocolate, which means that 0.167 cups of milk make 4 cups of hot chocolate. Okay, but I don't know what that means. I don't know why that is, useful for me to know. Okay, so let's talk about it. 0.167 cups milk makes 4 cups chocolate. So that means 4 divided by 0.167 equals. Let's go ahead and get that number. Let's see what that number is. 23.95. What does that number mean? Well, it's saying 23.95 cups of chocolate are made from each cup of milk. All right, so if 23.95 cups of chocolate are made from 1 cup of milk. In other words, okay, 24 cups chocolate from 1 cup milk. Question mark cups chocolate from 1/4 of a cup milk. What you do is you take your quarter and you multiply it by your 24. My ratio here, yeah, the numbers are weird, but let's think about what it is. It's saying this much chocolate to this much milk. This much chocolate to this much milk. You take that chocolate to milk ratio and you multiply it by your amount of milk to get the amount of chocolate. Now note that I have my milk number is what I start with. So my milk number is on the bottom of the fraction. All right, and then I'm over here. I now know I'm going to get 6 cups of hot chocolate. I know that 1 cup of hot chocolate is 252. So of course I'm going to multiply them. That's like saying, oh, hey, if I got 6 boxes and each box is, use easier numbers, 250 grams, what's the total weight? Well, it's going to be 6 times 250. Which in this case gives me 1,500. All right, I hope that this helps. I also made 4 videos that go over what this means for chemistry specifically. And hopefully between these 5 videos, you get all of your questions answered, or at least enough of them for your lab.